What is going on? In today's reaction video, we're going to be reacting to I took cold showers for 30 days, the challenge. And the reason I'm reacting to this style of video is because I wanted to do this challenge. I was like, I'm going to take cold showers every single day for 30 days. And you know what? I did. Now I've been doing it for like 4 months. And I didn't make the video, but I want to know if other people have had the similar experience that I've had. So let's check it out. And the first thing you gotta know is there are a ton of these videos. So that's another reason that I was like, the competition is just outrageous. Look at it, it's high. But of course, we're gonna go with our main man, Matt D'Avella. Super talented, let's see what he's got to say. I'm guessing this is day one. Oh yeah.
Fuck, bitch.
A lot of profanity, great body, great cinematography. I'm already hooked. Go, Matt.
It's cool. No, it's cool. Everything's fine. This is normal. 30 days, cold showers. This is it. I hate my life.
Cold showers are so hot right now, but it's not a new discovery.
This is true.
Cold therapy has been practiced for thousands of years, dating back at least as far as ancient Roman times, and today science is backing it up. Researchers have found that cold temperatures get the body to burn more fat. It might strengthen your immune system, circulation, and help reduce inflammation. One of the biggest advocates of cold exposure
They also say that it reduces stress.
is the Dutch athlete Wim Hof,
Yep.
also known as the Iceman. Studies have shown that Wim Hof's method of breathing, meditation, and cold exposure have allowed him to suppress the innate immune response.
I can talk like a hippie and say, hey, we got to change the world, revolution time, and oh, love and flower and power.
You need science, though.
Yes.
It's also said
Yes. There was a study where they had Wim Hof's students all in a room and they were just practicing their breathing technique, you know, his breathing technique, and they gave him a shot of, was it Ebola? So they injected Ebola into them, and within 48 hours, they were healed, or they no longer had any trace of Ebola in their system from his breathing techniques. I will look that up at the end, so give you something to look forward to see if that's true.
to be energizing, refreshing, and wakes you the fuck up.
Like, it's frozen.
If even a fraction of what they say about the health benefits of cold showers is true, then it's something worth considering. But I'm not doing it for any of those reasons.
I'm doing it for clout.
Showers for the next 30 days because it's uncomfortable. Because I know that the more you push yourself outside of your comfort zone, the more you grow, the more you learn, and the more you build up resiliency to those things which make us feel, well, scared. And to be honest,
Hey, it's true. Cold showers definitely gets you comfortable with being uncomfortable. And in our daily lives, for many of us, for most of us, it's really easy to find comfort and live a very comfortable life. So starting your day with a cold shower, it's like, hey, I'm willing to endure something that isn't all that enjoyable for the benefits of something else. It's a great lesson in there. Great metaphor.
and to be honest, this kind of scares me.
What the fuck?
I wonder what the time limit is for him on the shower has to be X minutes long in order for it to count.
That's my nightmare.
My face is a little numb. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but that was good. I liked it.
It also, what I like about it is when I take a cold shower, it does make your face feel like that, but I think it also makes your pores smaller, so less dirt and grime can get into it because your pores are constricting.
And just so we're clear, whenever I'm filming myself in the shower, I will be wearing
I will be butt naked for all to see, and it will be on my OnlyFans.
swim trunks. So, I mean, you know, they are cold showers.
I was in the pool! I was in the pool!
When I was living at home in my parents'
Matt's cinematography is just a chef's kiss. My goodness.
basement shortly after graduating college, I read as many self-development and entrepreneurial books as I could. One that had the biggest impact on me was called The Flinch by Julian Smith. It's the first time I ever thought about cold showers and what it represents for those looking to do anything meaningful with their lives. The Flinch is
God dang, Matt, you shredded. Whoa.
about the moments when we shrink up before a big moment. Before you speak in front of that audience, the difficult conversation with your partner, Either you push through the flinch, or you succumb to a life of shrinking and defeat.
Wow.
Julian writes, want a real visceral example of what the flinch feels like? Try this. When you're at home and have 5 minutes, go to your bathroom. Walk up to your shower, turn on the cold water. You see what's coming? If you do, you should tense up immediately. You should feel it in your chest. You might start laughing to release the tension. You're predicting a flinch that hasn't happened yet. You're anxious about it, about something that hasn't happened and won't kill you. Anxious about something that barely hurts at all.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, do it. Now is the time to step in the shower. As the cold water hits you, you might shout or squirm, but the discomfort lasts only a second. You quickly get used to it. You get comfortable with cold, instead of trying to avoid it. A moment before, the flinch seems so uncomfortable that you might talk yourself out of this. You convince yourself that it's pointless. I'm such an idiot.
The story is so compelling. Ugh. Ugh. But it's true. When I get in there, my flinch, I can get in there no problem now, but I don't hesitate anymore. I go full force on it because I know right here, back of the neck, that's like the most sensitive spot for me when the cold hits it. I don't know, maybe it is for you too. And also the extremities, when your hands and feet get cold, everything feels much colder.
This is so stupid. But it isn't. It's training. You need to build up a habit of seeing the flinch and going forward, not rationalizing your fear and stepping away. Do you think that doing something like cold showers, would that help other areas of your life?
Your body is always saying to you, be safe, be safe, be safe. And as that happens, it's like slowly shrinking your circle. But what you want, in order to have like a really decent life where you just don't have to reproduce and die, is to be able to progressively increase the circle in order to be able to get more and more experience. It's not about the cold shower. It never was. It was never about any single moment. It's about a habit of doing something that is hard just because the other side is better and because the next flinch is going to be easier as a result of you doing this one right.
The old do hard things mindset. If you keep doing hard things, the easier it'll get. Love it.
So if you want right now, you could just pause this video and go take a cold shower.
You guys want to see that? Let's go.
I'll be here when you're done.
Cold shower. This is an ad. I'm skipping it, brother. Don't do it to
There are
me.
3 ways to take
Okay.
a cold shower.
Whew.
1. You can start with a hot shower and then ease into a cold shower at the end. This is the coward's way. 2. You can start by placing your head in the cold water, working to your face, and then eventually the rest of your body. This is also the coward's way. 3. You can charge in like a madman heading
That's how I do it.
into battle. I chose option number 3 almost every day, though I will admit there were a handful of days I downgraded to option 2. There were no hot showers, though.
Good for you, Matt.
Oh, God.
I think what also is probably making his experience less great is wearing shorts in the shower every day. But I get it. I get it. I mean, you could have blurred, but I get it.
I need to see how cold this shit really is.
It's like 80 degrees.
I'm not joking, this shit's gotta be like 40 degrees. So I got a cooking thermometer right now. I'm gonna do an actual test. It's only 61 degrees.
Hey, but Matt, I believe you live in California, and 61's pretty cold in California, so I'll give it to you.
I think it's broken. There's probably something wrong with this. And so day after day.
But what's our body temperature? Our body temperature is what, 96? 96.9? So it's 36 degrees less than your body. It's pretty cold.
I stepped into the flinch.
To the flinch.
I tracked my progress with a calendar I taped just outside my shower. It acted as a
That's smart. Yeah, a good way to track your metrics.
daily reminder so I wouldn't miss a day.
That's nice. I like
On
that.
the first day, looking at all the empty days in front of me, it was almost laughable. It was like looking at my debt before I started to pay it off. It seemed impossible to overcome, but you just get moving. You take the first step, knowing that it won't be easy or fun, but knowing that it's better than the alternative. Each one varies a little bit. There are some days when I'm just not in the mood, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this as quick as possible, so I might be out within 2 to 3 minutes.
This is answering my question. I appreciate it.
But for the most part, it's actually usually longer than 5 minutes, especially when I'm filming. I've been filming most days, and that means that I have to shower, get all these angles, and then I'm wearing a bathing suit for part of it that I'm filming, and then when I stop filming, I take the bathing suit off.
This is a process. I appreciate your dedication, Matt. This is beyond just taking cold showers. This is enduring a cold shower and some.
Sometimes it's like 8 minutes, 10 minutes in a cold shower because I'm filming it, but that's it.
My sweet spot is between 3 and 8 minutes. I usually try to go for 5 because that's like the length of 1 or 2 songs, depending on what I choose before I go in. But
it's easy to get comfortable. As we move up the ladder and our salaries increase, once in a while luxuries become more common.
oh, this is so true. I'm so happy that he said that. That's how I've felt since I moved out of the burb. It's like every stage of your life, one, it's harder. I think, at least in my experience, every stage of my life has been harder, but in different ways. So things that used to be hard are now kind of, lost. Like showering when I was in the burb was always such a pain because I had to do it in the gym and I had to wear the shower shoes and all those things, and sleeping was difficult and all those things. And now that I have an apartment, my life is way more comfortable, but I'm losing that edge. Or maybe I'm not losing it, but I'm aware that the edge isn't as prevalent. So I think doing things like the cold shower keeps you in tune with that, gives you that grit, gives you that motivation and inspiration to be like, you know what? I do live a fairly comfortable life, but I know there's more out there for me. And I'm going to chase it, and I'm going to keep doing hard things to remind me that I'm capable of those other hard things. That's what I got for you.
We take for granted having a car that runs every day.
Yep.
And having a home in a decent neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
A practice like taking cold showers can build up your resiliency for when things go wrong. Imagine a scenario where your water heater breaks and you've got to take cold showers for a week. When you're forced into it, your mind makes it out to be an all-out attack on your well-being. But when you intentionally jump into a cold shower, as shocking as it can be to your system, you flip your perspective and you no longer view it as pain.
I mean, after the
You know what else I learned from taking cold showers is my shower. The heat and cold don't even really work that well. So it's usually either super cold or super hot. So learn a thing or two there.
initial shock, probably like 2-3 minutes in, I was actually enjoying it. There was one moment where I turned around, water was hitting my back, and it felt warm. I don't know if I was hallucinating.
By depriving ourselves
Felt like hot lava.
in simple experiments like this, we can feel what it would be like to lose our current comforts. We realize that life wouldn't be so terrible without it. If something happens as we pursue our dream career, for instance, or if we're fired, struggle to get clients month to month, and have to move back in with our parents, we know that even in these scenarios, those which we might consider worst case aren't that bad after all.
And usually it makes the story better, unfortunately. Unfortunately and fortunately. Usually when you're down on your luck, that's when the story begins, right? We don't love hearing the stories of people that already had it the whole time. We love hearing stories where something went wrong and they had to solve it. There's conflict in every movie, and that's why we watch it.
Day 30, cold showers. This is it.
Get it, boy?
So did the cold showers get any easier? I can honestly say that each and every one of them sucked. So let's look back at the first shower on day one. I couldn't even speak. I accidentally mixed up my shampoo and my body wash.
I went to get the shampoo, but it was body wash. Alright.
So yes, it did get easier. My flinch did subside.
This has been the least enjoyable moment of my day. It was like one less thing to enjoy every day. But I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I've gotten through it.
Should be.
To be honest though, I can't wait for hot showers. I can't wait.
Let's see you showering in the hot now.
Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.
Oh, he did get his warm shower after all. That's all for today's reaction video. Hope you enjoyed that one, taking cold showers. Hope you take a cold shower and leave a comment about your experience, or leave a comment about what you think of cold showers. Would you ever take one, or are you going to avoid it like the plague? You have purpose. I love it. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And remember that your dreams are worth chasing. And no matter how hard or difficult they are, you are alive, and that is all the reason to go for it. See ya.